What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jay. You are watching DelmarvaLife, and it's showtime.
I was born by the river, innocent, oh, and just like the river I've been running ever since.
This is a moment in DelmarvaLife history that we will never forget. Only 13 years old, and Jeremiah Jay Copeland blowing us away with his incredible singing chops.
And way back then, we knew he was going places. Will you remember us back here on DelmarvaLife when you do hit it big?
I'll come back.
All right. Fast forward to 2020.
Showtime.
Wow. College student Jay Copeland joining us live via Zoom to give us an update. And today, Jay is an American Idol superstar, making it into the top 7 just last month. He released the first single off his upcoming album. This Friday, the city of Salisbury is hosting a giant welcome home party for this singing superstar.
But before all that, we are holding him to that promise that he made back in 2012 to come back and see us when he makes it big. And he did. Here he is, Salisbury's very own Jay Copeland.
Hello.
How'd you like that trip down memory lane?
I know. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so can you sum up the last 6 months in one word? Is that even possible?
That roller coaster.
Yeah.
You say that? Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? How?
In January, that month is when I posted that I was going to be on American Idol, you know?
Right.
So a lot of people, they start to see that attention, but they don't know what's going on. I knew that I gotten the ticket to go on. A lot of people are asking me,
yeah,
did you make it? Like, I can't tell you until you got to watch February 27th. And then February 27th, everyone's thinking that I'm going to be on, and I wasn't until March. And I think it was almost the end of March.
Yeah.
So at this point, people were like, is he actually on the show? You know? So it's like a roller coaster. I can't really say too much. But then, you know, once I debuted on national television, it just, you know, it went up from there. So
yeah.
I'm completely grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was one of those people who ran into him, and I knew you couldn't tell me.
Yeah.
So the community, of course, has always been behind you for this. How does that feel?
Amazing. And it was so amazing. And I always say this, you know, a lot of people that were celebrating me back at home, but, you know, I didn't really go on social media or, you know, to avoid the negative comments. So I didn't see all the love that I was receiving, but text messages people were sending me. You know, it's nothing like actually being in your city and feeling the love. But all the other contestants, we were away from our homes, so we couldn't really tap into it because we gotta be fighters and we gotta start. You know, we gotta bite into what we need to do. So just to be back home now and to receive the love is really amazing.
And we've been watching you for more than 10 years, and most of the community has.
Yes.
Let's go back even further. How did it all start, the singing?
Well, I would say, you know, I grew up in a very musical family. It started in church, of course. You know, I grew up in a church family. I guess my grandfather, Bishop George Copeland, my Uncle Josh, my Uncle Mandel, my mom, she sings. She don't sing no more. She should keep singing. Yeah, it started there in church, and then I really knew I wanted to be a singer when I was in middle school. I had my first solo, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Miss Daniel, she gave me that solo, and then there, she was like, you can sing.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I? And so then that's how I knew I wanted to be a singer, you know? I didn't want to, I love you, Salisbury University. I didn't want to go to Salisbury University at first because I wanted to get away from, you know, from Salisbury. Yeah. That's what every kid wants to do. So, but then I made the best decision by going to Salisbury University because I don't think I've ever would have gotten the training, the experience I received if I didn't go to my hometown.
Was that decision hard? And help me out with this, because at one point in your Idol audition, you said you had to make a choice between school and music.
Right, which is so amazing, because I think if I didn't go to Salisbury University and I went to somewhere else, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I
Okay.
wouldn't have chose this path to go on American Idol.
Okay.
So to go from Salisbury University and then to go to grad school at Berkeley College of Music at Boston Conservatory, I was going there.
Okay.
I got accepted there. However, COVID happened, and I decided to defer for a year because I didn't want to spend all that money on college that's going to be virtual, you know.
Yeah.
And so then they canceled my program the following year, so I couldn't go to grad school. So then I auditioned for a different grad school, University of Houston, got in there, and then around this time last year, a casting producer reached out to me on Instagram and said that she saw my videos on Instagram and she thinks I should audition for American Idol. So I auditioned via Zoom in July of last year, 2 times. For the producers, I auditioned. You want me? I have time to tell the story? Or I'm good. Yeah.
You know what? You are one of the few people that's ever been on the show. We will give you the time.
Thank you. Thank you. So I auditioned. I had the first audition. It was I think on a Monday, and then on the second, the producer's like, "We love you, so let's get you auditioning for the executive producer, Megan Wolflick." So I auditioned for the executive producer via Zoom, and I was at work. And she was like, they were like, so the only time slot we have for you is at 1 p.m. And I was like, I have a job. I was like, what am I gonna do, right? So I was like, I'm gonna get fired. I was like, if I leave work and then come back and tell them, oh, I was just auditioning for American Idol, they're gonna be like, yeah, right, you're out of here. So I was like, I was talking to my coworker, and then I was like, girl, American Idol is asking me to audition at 1 p.m. What am I gonna do? And she's like, you can't miss that opportunity. So I took a bunch of noise machines that we had, and I put them at one of the doors. When I mean all these cords, we had all these noise machines. Shout out to Chesapeake Healthcare. But we had all these noise machines. You can't fire me now. But we had all these noise machines. I put them at the door, right? And 1 o'clock hit. The producer's like, give it all you got. And I sang Signs Are Delivered. And I'm pretty sure all the clients heard me in the room. And Megan was like, who's your favorite judge? And I was like, I love Katy Perry. And she was like, well, you're gonna sing for her in the fall, in October. And then she was like, get your coworkers. And so I got them, and we started screaming, and we started dancing on the Zoom. And then after that, I told, and now you want to get to the part where how I had to choose.
Well, actually, we're going to have you hold off there for a second.
Hold off.
Yeah, because we're just getting started. We want to talk about American Idol and your experience.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's coming up
Yeah.
next. Stick around. Take a look at this. That is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Salisbury's Jay Copeland, and that is Earth, Wind, and Fire. And that's just the beginning. He got to perform with them in the 20th season finale of American Idol. And we are so happy to spend time with Jay this afternoon. I mean, did you have to pinch yourself when you got to perform with them?
Yeah, when, so it wasn't a meet and greet. We were in the rehearsal room, and I was singing, and they walked in, and I met them, and then we started singing right then and there. And then we
Really?
had to go to, it was on-camera rehearsal right after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So obviously you were telling the story before the break about your audition.
Yeah.
And you did it, and then you went to Austin, or where did you actually?
For the audition?
Yeah.
Austin, Texas, for the celebrity judge round.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then
Yes.
eventually made it to Hollywood.
Made to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us, I mean, what is the atmosphere like there? I mean, you know, when you guys are all together a lot, you and the other contestants, or?
Yeah, so Top 24, you know, we're all excited, and we're still nervous because now we're going to be on, that's when you're Top 24, that's when you got to start bringing it. Well, you had to bring it from the beginning.
Sure.
But now we're trying to get to the live shows. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've made it. And we became a huge family because we're with each other all the time.
Yeah.
In our trailers all the time, either just sitting there waiting to be called, or we're just always there together. Yeah, supporting each other, singing.
That's amazing.
Singing.
So there's an event this Friday evening.
Yes.
A welcome home party.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Welcome home. So, yeah, so Salisbury wanted to throw a party. I think it's not more so of me singing. I'm just happy that I get to say thank you to everyone here. You know, I'm able to say it and see everyone maybe not be able to hug everybody, but the fact that I can just have a microphone just to say thank you, I think that's what I'm most excited for.
Yeah.
People may be excited for the singing, but it's hard to say thank you when you're about 24 hours away from your hometown,
Yeah.
you know? So that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Jay Copeland, you are full of talent and you are full of a good heart too.
Thank you, I appreciate
Thank you
it.
for being you.
Thank you.
You keep that grounding.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
So back to the Friday event.
Mm-hmm.
What time is that all get started?
So the concert starts at 7, but I believe they pushed back the gate time. Well, back to 5 p.m. because it was at 6, but
Yeah.
I guess 5 p.m. Because of they're expecting a lot of people. A lot of people, when we were having our meeting, they were saying that the love and the unity that I brought to the city, and I didn't get to see that. So I'm just really excited to see people happy, you know. That's what I'm most excited about, is to see everyone smiling and having a good time, you know.
Well, you know, we cannot wait to see you sing on Friday night, and we would love to have you come back and sing here on the MSA stage. Of course, there's all kinds of reasons and stuff that you can't today, but we are so happy.
You're just too famous.
You're too famous.
You're just too famous.
Never too famous for my hometown.
But you
Never.
fulfilled your promise that you made 10 years ago, almost to the day. That
Isn't
was
that
the end
crazy?
of June. It was.
That's crazy.
That is
10 years.
crazy.
All right, let me ask you real quick. If you could talk to yourself 10 years ago, what would you tell you?
Get ready. You know, I would tell myself, get ready, because my younger self would never see this day coming. It's a cliche, but dreams really do come true.
They do?
They do.
And you proved it.
And you proved it. And
I
we
can say
saw
that.
it. I'm just going to go ahead and take credit for it right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right.
Yeah.
Jay Copeland,
Yes.
thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for
and
having
thank
me.
you for all that you've done to our community
Oh.
and uniting them. And just remember us back here.
Oh,
Got to come back.
next 10 years, I'll be back again.
10 years down the road. Can we put that on the calendar? Can we go ahead and book that? Okay.